right, Jessica, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
I think I maybe need some advice on our next steps. Me and my husband are kind of torn. He's one way, I'm on the other way. We have been budgeting for a long time, well, like 5-6 years now, but we've always maintained debt just because, and I know it sounds bad, but we can afford it. But we're at a place where we don't want to stay in the city that we've been living in for the rest of our lives. And he wants to sell the house, use the equity, pay off everything that we have, kind of make a fresh start, rent for a while, and then use the leftover equity that we have to put as our saving fund and add to it until we're ready to probably build a new house. And use almost everything cash.
Okay, so you're in Vegas, and you're going to leave Vegas.
Yeah. So our jobs are here in Vegas, but we're looking at probably going to Utah.
When?
The commute. There's not a set date.
Okay, so why not do it simultaneous with this whole thing if you're going to do that?
What was that?
I said if you're going to sell the house, go to Utah now.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you do? Is there a reason you wouldn't do that?
She has an option too.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't want to do that. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing.
Well, no, I would love to do that, but we have one kid, and we both our job we work 48 hours straight, and so his parents watch our child for us when we do go to work, and they live just down the street from us. And
so you're not going to Utah?
Not until his dad retires. And then they would probably pick up and come with us.
Oh.
When is that?
And so 4 to 5 years.
Okay. So this is absolute bullcrap. The Utah thing hasn't got anything to do with you selling your house now, because 4 to 5 years from now, no one knows what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not going to rent. You're not going to sell now and rent for 5 years unless you're in a really desperate pickle. How much debt have y'all got, and why have you been struggling with it for 5.5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just been paying kind of minimum payments every time, just because.
How much debt?
How much debt do you have?
We have a HELOC, and then 2 cars, and so it's about $140.
$140 on the HELOC, and what else?
No, $70 on a HELOC.
Oh, I'm sorry.
$70 on the HELOC.
Okay.
Yeah, $70 on the HELOC, about $70 overall for our vehicles.
Okay, what do you owe on vehicle number 1?
About $40.
Okay, and what do you owe on vehicle number 2?
Around $30.
$30. You have no other debt other than 2 cars and a HELOC and a house.
We have 1 trailer. That's at $16,000, and then that's it.
So you have
No
a camping
credit cards.
trailer of $16,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've not been struggling with your budget. You've been riding.
No, not at
you've
all.
been riding high on cars and enjoying these cars, and had no ability and no idea to pay them off. What's your household income?
We make about $200 a year.
Mm-hmm.
What's the note on these cars? Car 1, what's it monthly? Just curious.
What's the what?
What's the monthly payment on your cars? Car 1 and car 2. I'm just curious.
One is I think $700, and the other $600.
There it is.
Okay, and what's your house worth?
Probably about $850,000.
And what do you owe on it?
$480.
Okay, all right. So,
and then our interest rate.
Do you want me to?
Really great.
You called and asked. I want to double check. Do you want me to tell you the truth?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I would keep my house and quit being a couple of $200,000 a year spoiled freaking brats, and I would pay $10,000 a month on this debt and be done in 14 months.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys spend like you're in Congress. You buy anything you want to buy whenever you want to buy it. There is zero control at this house.
Okay.
And you guys have really got to button down.
Mm-hmm.
Are you 28?
Yes.
Yeah. almost like I've done this before. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I was going to, that you fit the pattern.
Yeah.
You fit the pattern. You've excelled in your career, and it made you financially lazy. Lazy. You make too much money to be this broke.
Yeah. That's called skinny fat.
Okay.
So was that too mean for you?
No.
Okay. All right. You can
I
do
know
this,
it's worse.
Jessica. You guys are in a really good position. You have a good life. You have good cars. You have a good house. You have a good income, and yet you're broke.
Yeah.
And so you're in a really good position to get control of this money monster before it owns you. Because one flip of the switch on the career, one flip of the switch to the real estate market, and this is going to turn and own you guys. I know it happened to me when I was exactly your age. Only I was dumber than you. I had more zeros on it than you got on it. So you guys really need to get on a written, detailed plan with no eating out, no vacations until we get all this freaking stuff paid off, and or we need to sell all of it.
Yeah.
Not counting the house.
Yeah. What's the deal with that trailer?
Yeah. I think you can pay it off in 14 months, $10,000 a month. That's you make $200,000. You can do that. But this is going to mean you have no life except getting out of debt. But in a little over a year, you could be free. How does that sound?
It sounds really good.
Would you really go do it?
Yeah, I think we could. I think my husband's just, I think he's more on it'd be easier if we just sold and start fresh.
It would be, but you won't.
But it wouldn't change you.
It wouldn't change the person in your all's mirror. And this process of 14 months of sacrifice, y'all are never going to be the same. You're going to be a different level of maturity than you ever dreamed of when you come out the other side of this.
You got to be careful with these high incomes. I call it skinny fat because it's that same idea of I've got this high income and it's an illusion that I can do what I want. It's like when you're thin and you think you can eat McDonald's every day and it's not messing you up because you haven't put on a bunch of weight. But meanwhile, it's messing you up on the inside. Heart disease,
metabolism,
high cholesterol, it's messing with your metabolism. Skinny fat, just because it looks healthy and it looks great doesn't mean that it actually is. You got to do the right habits no matter what the situation with your income.
Yeah. You got a real opportunity here to turn everything around and keep your house. And I think you'll end up 10 years from now in a better shape financially if you do that than if you just sell the house and clean off the debt. Because the debt will grow back because you didn't change.